Alright, y'all, we got a bit more of a casual video that we're going to be rocking out for you this time around. For today's video, we're going to talk about my local bracket. Not a big bracket by any means or any shape like that, but I wanted to kind of give you guys the rundown. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage. I, don't have a good way to film my matches or anything like that, but we're just going to casually talk about kind of the ongoings of what happened in the tournament. First things first, I did play 2 games. I played Street Fighter 6 and 2XKO. Now, I have been playing a lot of Street Fighter, and even though I've been playing a lot, my conditioning for actually being good at the video game has not been the greatest. For those of you that don't know, Ed is my main man, 100 grand, but I haven't been playing him like that because I've just been messing around with Akuma online. I've just been kind of casually flowcharting, not really doing anything good, not trying to get nice with the character, but it was either play a character that I'm not that good with, but I've been playing a lot of, or play a character I know a little bit better, but I'm a little bit rusty. So I was kind of back and forth between Akuma and Ed. My first round opponent was actually an Alex player. Now, I honestly didn't know what to think with the Alex player. Could have gone one of a number of ways. I could have gotten beat up, absolutely. Could have been close. Could have gone decisively in my favor. But I decided to kind of start things off with Akuma just to kind of get the feelers out there. And we actually won, out of what I remember, pretty convincingly. I want to say 3-0. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe my Akuma's a little bit hotter than I think it is. So we continue on into winners of Street Fighter, facing off against none other than one of my demons with Lyser and also DJ. DJ is a character I'm not that great against, and also the pilot for this character is actually very, very good for this character. Lyser absolutely crushes with DJ, very, very solid player. And so I continued the Akuma train on DJ, and he's like, oh, word, you're playing Akuma? I'm like, I guess. I mean, I've just been kind of grinding with them on ranked or whatever, so, and I just won with them, so whatever. So he beats me round 1. I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out with Old Reliable. I switched to Ed. I want to say the score was either 3-0 or 3-1 in Lyser's favor. So I get sent down to losers, and kind of running into the same problem here. My next opponent is also an Akuma player, and I'm of the mind, it's like, all right, dude, I got to fight Akuma v Akuma with someone that's probably better at Akuma than I am, or do I rock with the Ed? And honestly, I actually don't remember what I wrapped up with, but I ended up losing pretty not great. Regardless, Street Fighter is not the game I vibe with the most. I might be putting a lot of time into it, but I'm not trying to get nice, but game's still fun. Just wasn't that concerned about it. But what I was concerned about was none other than 2XKO. So like I said, I entered 2 games with Street Fighter and 2XKO. Now, I had not been playing a lot of 2X at the time. I kind of just been floating all over the place. Honestly, playing a lot of Dragon Ball more than anything. Obviously, I love Dragon Ball. Haven't been spending that much time in 2X. A little bit more time in Street Fighter, but I'm not that nice at Street Fighter or anything like that. But of course, I'm rocking out with none other than my main team of Blitzcrank and Yasuo. Now, these are not massive brackets or anything like that, but funnily enough, my first round opponent was one of the people that was playing in the tops for Street Fighter. I don't think I ran into him while we were playing Street Fighter, but I was waiting on him for quite a while. I was just kind of chilling on the setup. I got a little bit of time to spend in some training mode, which I guess was pretty nice because, it gives me the chance to warm up. But eventually Street Fighter does wrap up, and I get to play my first game. They're well along into the bracket. Like I said, it's not a massive bracket or anything like that. I think there's 6 or 8 of us or something like that. But my first round opponent is none other than Thresh and Vi. Now, I'm a little worried kind of off rip because I haven't been playing that much since Thresh came out. I fought Thresh a couple times. Not anything serious, but I'm like, all right, if this dude's nice, he's got some tech. And I'll keep it a buck, man. It was pretty much a wash. I 3-0'd him. Out of what it seemed like to me, the biggest thing I could take away from it is just the Thresh seemed a little underdeveloped in my opinion. Not that his combos were bad, his roots were pretty good, but just some of the ideas in neutral were just a bit underdeveloped maybe, or he had the combos, he had the damage and routing and stuff like that, but it just didn't feel like that Thresh was really fleshed out to play the game. He got the damage, but that was kind of it. So I mean, to be honest, more than anything, I kind of just jumped at him. I kind of just did jump splash. Did my deeds, played my game plan, go for like a couple resets here and there, and we took the games pretty convincingly, I gotta say. Still fun games. That's not me shitting on the guy. It's just, you know, it's a new character. You gotta figure it out. Honestly, for myself, I'm pretty interested in Thresh myself. Like, I think he's a cool character. I played him in League. But the character that looks more interesting to me is actually Senna, and I feel like she'd fit my playstyle maybe a little bit better. But I'm gonna give Thresh a try as well. Excuse me, this is terribly my bad. We actually took things down 2-0. I forgot the beginning of the bracket was 1-2. So yeah, as you can see, we took things down 2-0 over the Thresh player. Moving on to our next opponent. I'm assuming this is spelled Taito. Now, this player was running something a little bit different. They were actually running Akali and Caitlyn, which isn't really a team I've seen before too much. But honestly, after seeing what I saw out of this team, I think this team has a lot there. I think this team has a lot of stuff here. Like, out of what it seemed and out of what I saw, this player is showing off a lot of synergies between these two characters. I wish I could pilot Akali. I would really love to spend some time with her to actually get nice with her, but I don't know enough of her like stuff and routing to actually get any of these kind of ideas. I've spent so much time with one team that I'm just like, it's kind of hard navigating anything else at this point. And funnily enough, this player that was running Akali Caitlyn was actually the Alex player that I ran into in the first round. I'm not fully sure if they just weren't warmed up at this time, or like the gears weren't turning all the way, or maybe the fact that we ran into them in Street Fighter was throwing them off. I'm not super sure, but we took things pretty convincingly in this game, going 2-0 as well. I genuinely cannot remember the next player's team. Apparently I played someone by the name of Riley. I don't know if I caught their name or not. I want to say they were playing Echo and Alawi, I think. I'm not overly sure, but what I am going to talk about, because I am not sure at this point, is I'm going to talk a little bit more about my team. And the thing with my team is my team has a little bit of a funny story behind it. I knew forever that I was going to play Yasuo. I knew for some time that I was like, oh, I think Yasuo is so cool. I've seen a lot of footage with him and like how his routing is, and he just looks so sick to me that I 100% want to play Yasuo. You guys can talk all the shit that you want to. I think Yasuo is sick as fuck. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I think he's cool. But filling that second spot wasn't as easy, because I was of the mind, like, before anyone knew they were strong, it's like, oh yeah, I want to try Echo, I want to try Ahri, this, that, and the third, and like they just winded up being strong teams. But the reason I settled on Blitzcrank is because I was actually helping a friend learn the game. I was helping my friend who wanted to play Blitzcrank and Darius. I'm like, all right, like, let me see if I can help you with Blitzcrank. Like, Darius is an easy character, you'll figure it out, but let me see if I can help you out with some ideas here. So I ended up learning Blitzcrank, and as a result ended up playing Blitzcrank Yasuo, and just got so comfortable with the team. And even if it's not like optimal or anything like that, I just ended up liking it, and it felt unique to me because I haven't really seen a lot of people play Blitz Yasuo. I don't think I've ever fought another Blitz Yasuo in my life. There is a little bit of a, like, further of a conversation than that we can talk about with, like, navigating my own teams like that. But as a result, we ended up winning our game against Riley 3-1. So we went to winners finals, and when it gets to winners finals, you play first to 3 games instead of first to 2. Won 3 games. Honestly, like, I wasn't sure what to feel. I was more surprised than anything that I was doing as well as I was. I didn't know what to expect. This was my first 2XKO bracket in general, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be running into killers. I wasn't sure if I was going to be running into scrubs. I wasn't sure what to feel, like how prepared I needed to be. And plus, I wasn't like playing a ton before actually entering this. This was just kind of on a whim. I knew I was going to enter Street Fighter. I didn't know I was going to enter this. I didn't know I was going to enter 2XKO. Now, Taito actually goes down to losers from us and faces off against Cornlu. I've run into Cornlu multiple different times in multiple different games. He's always a pretty big threat. He plays Ahri Teemo in this game. And man, honestly, I'm glad I didn't have to fight him. That just sounds like an annoying ass team. That guy is low-key a parry god. I see him parry a bunch of shit. I don't parry like that, but I definitely should learn to be better about parrying in my games. But Taito actually takes down Cornlu pretty convincingly with 3-0. Leading on to Riley versus Taito, 2 players I've already beaten facing off against each other to come up and fight me in the winner's bracket. And it appears that Taito is on a loser's game climb right now because he takes down Riley very convincingly 3-0. Pretty much like the only one he lost to, like any games to, was me. Like this is 2-0, like this is 2-0, this is 3-0, this is 3-0. So I'm just like, okay, like Mans is warming up a little bit. Holy shit. Now the funny thing is up until Grand Finals, I was playing on a setup that was of a PS5. I want to say it was a Pro. And with that, the Pros only have 2 normal plain USB slots. So the entire time, and we're like having both sticks hooked up, the entire time I was playing on that setup, on all my games before Grand Finals, there's a speaker bar that connects to USB. So if you wanted to have 2 sticks hooked up to it, you couldn't have any sound. So for every game that I played, including Street Fighter, I played without having sound. That shit was actually insane. So getting to the Grand Final setup that actually had a soundbar that was functioning on a base PS5 because you got the multiple USBs, I played without sound. So it's actually kind of weird hearing sound through the game for the first time in Grand Finals. So fighting the Akali Caitlyn, like this, the way this player was running this team actually was with, damn, wait, oh no, okay, I don't got that color. Actually was with Freestyle, and the layers of mix-up that they are doing with this team, like the consecutive mix-ups back-to-back, was seeming very, very strong. And I'll be honest, like the thing I was the most impressed with by myself was seeing these mix-ups for the first time, and then like just my defense being on point after that. Like even to the point where like people were saying that, like, damn, your defense is kind of nice, like you got blocks. I'm just like, yo, thank you. Like I don't know what's happening either. Like I just had cracked ass defense that day. Like I was sure I would get hit by the first mix-up to the first time that I saw that, but every time after that, like I was blocking. Like I felt like Prime Goichi that day. Like I was on some different shit. So even though I had beat Taito pretty convincingly the first time that we ran into each other, the next set that we played in Grand Finals, even though I was on winner's side, he ended up winning 3-1, taking things pretty convincingly. And I was getting kind of worried, like, man, he's coming all the way from loser bracket, he's playing all these games, getting warmed up, he's looking hot, like he's looking like his offense is strong, he's like his play is strong. Like you guys can see, like I said, you know, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0. I'm like, okay, like Mans is nice. So he gets to me Grand Finals, beats me 3-1. I'm starting to get worried a little bit because I'm like, oh, I'm not trying to get done dirty. Like I'm trying to, like, if I'm gonna do this, like I want to do this. Like I at least want it to be a good game. Like I don't want to get smoked and get reset and then get one on in Grand Finals. Like I'm here, I want to win, might as well, right? So the reset happens, I'm sweating a little bit, like my heart's racing, like, but in a way it's good because it gave me a little bit of data while playing, and like I was able to see what the things that he was doing, like pay attention to his mix-ups, like the cheeky stuff that he liked to go for, when he liked to go for throw, all that stuff, just the way he is pressuring, his like neutral ideas, this, that, and the third, things of that nature. You guys know how it is. So bracket resets. Game 2, I actually end up winning. I'm like, all right, like, you know, let's at least keep it close. Game 3 happens, he wins. Game 4 happens, I win, tied 2-2. We go to the final game. Comes down to final game, final round, last bit of my life bar. He gets to hit on me. I'm like, damn, I actually just sold the bag. Like it's over. Like I even joked to him a couple times throughout the times that we were playing. I'm like, oh, hey bro, like if you wouldn't mind dropping this right here, and like, dude, I don't know if I had the Wong factor, but it's happening. Like he was dropping these combos at certain points, like, oh, hey yo, can you drop this again for me? I appreciate it. Like, yo, thank you. And yeah, like, you know, not that he's like throwing for me or anything like that, but you know, it would happen. Like he'd slip up, he'd drop the combo, and let me just say there was a bunch of spaghetti between the both of us. Like he was dropping combos, I was dropping combos. I'm pretty sure there was a time that I could have killed him when I like dropped some shit, whereas like I didn't DHC properly, this, that, and the third. We were both playing like a little bit of spaghetti, but he gets that final hit on what should be the thing to kill me, and he drops it, and I capitalize. My Yasuo is the last character alive, and he ends up taking the game, and we ended up winning our locals. Now this was extremely surprising for me. I was more than a little surprised because this was my first 2x KO bracket. Like I wasn't expecting to do even remotely as well as I did, let alone win the whole thing. You know, unfortunate drop on his side, but like I said, I dropped some stuff too that probably could have led to a kill. Hard to say for sure, but you know, I chalked it up as to we were both fucking up, and I just happened to be the one that got away a little bit better. Regardless, it was good ass games. They were sweaty ass games. My heart was beating out of my chest the whole time. That shit was actually insane. But even now, like, you know, like I said, it's a local. It's not like there's a bunch of prestige behind it. It's just like some people casually playing. It's not that deep. I was like, I didn't feel anything. Like I didn't feel like oh damn, yeah, like I won locals. Like even if it was a small one, like yeah, I won locals. And my boys were like, oh, I posted on my Instagram, my boys were like, hey bro, like good shit. I'm like, oh hell yeah man, like thank you, I appreciate it. But at the same time, I wasn't like overly happy. It was just kind of like a thing of like, I mean, it's kind of whatever. And I was like, particularly I was feeling like a way about it, because either I wanted to win so dominantly that it wasn't even a question, like there wasn't an asterisk over it or anything like that. Like I wanted it to be like in dominant fashion, so that way I could be like, oh yeah, all right, I'm nice, like I got this. Or I wanted to get smoked to where I could look at like the local competition and be like, all right man, like there's layers to this shit. Kind of like the same way I feel about Street Fighter. Like for Street Fighter locals, I see all these motherfuckers and I'm like, oh yeah dude, like they're way better than me. Like they'll fuck me up. Like I might get some games off them or whatever, but you know, there's room to climb here. With Taito specifically, I could tell, I was like, all right, yeah, like we could have some good games. Like this guy strikes me as like, oh, he could like potentially be a good training partner for me, like in going both ways, you know. And while it's cool and all that I won, and yeah, I have put in like a lot of work playing this game, but I was a little sad that I won because I hadn't been playing. Like I hadn't been grinding the game to get like super nice or anything like that. I've just kind of been playing with the skill that I already have. Like I wasn't doing anything different or anything like that. Like everybody except Taito, and even at points Taito was getting smoked by me just doing like random cross up jump and me getting like big damage on them with Blitzcrank, and you know, Blitzcrank going for tick throw, command grab, or like some goofy shit where I start with like jump back wrecking ball, call Yasuo assist, tag, and then like go for conversion or something like that. Or you know, whatever, throw out Yasuo, throw out grapple. With Yasuo, some of the people were on point with the parries by doing the charge forward S1 as like the dash through cross up hitbox. Some people were pretty on point with the parries on that, but pretty much that's like an information line. Like if I see that you're capable of parrying it, that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go for like stance dash through, so there's not a hitbox, or I'm gonna go for like stance forward dash, so that way you think I'm gonna cross up, or I'm gonna go for stance hop and then throw out a hitbox. And I have this really garbage little reset that people were getting hit by, where I do like a full combo, you know, convert, finish my combo, S1, S1, S2, and then stance, and then stomp. And then after I do stomp from knockdown, I'll do stance and then do medium after you recover, so that you get put into block stun. The way to beat that pretty easily is just to go into like back tech more than anything. So if you do this, like if you're not blocking, you're just getting hit, you get reset. If you are blocking, you get put into block stun. And if you do block, I'll jump cancel the stance medium and then go for a jump in on your landing frame, so that way the pressure is still my turn. It's a really garbage reset. Seemingly it does work on a lot of people, but you know, people were getting hit by it, people were blocking, and then it'd be my turn, or people will get hit and get full comboed and put in a repeat situation. But after that, after that was over, I had been spending a lot of time with the new mode, the Climb. And in the Climb, you know, you grind out all the colors. Like I grinded out the hot shit with the like the teal color, like that looks pretty fire. I haven't grinded out the other one, but I grinded out with Blitzcrank. I think Blitzcrank's is pretty clean. Like he's got like the Laker colors. Honestly, I think he does look better in the teal low key, but we're not playing fashion right now. But obviously, it's really boring to play your main team over and over again in the Climb. So I was messing around with other characters. I was trying to get their colors as well. I was staying up pretty late messing with these characters, and I ended up playing a team I originally wanted to play with Yasuo and Ahri. Very quickly on into playing this team, I could already feel that there's a lot of strength here, even with like some really basic shit. And I could easily see myself liking this team. And like I was thinking about the strength of the Akali and Caitlyn player. I'm like, man, like they had a lot of good resets and like had a lot of good ways to keep you under control. So where I felt like my defense had to be on point, and I could feel that same power here. My only real problem is I don't have the combos with Ahri specifically like that. I don't know how to do her optimal shit, but with that in mind, you can learn combos. This team is showcasing more than anything, or like the ideas that I have in my mind with this team. I think there's a chance that I could switch to top tier. Like, you know, Blitz has held it down a lot for me. Like, he has made so many comebacks. He dishes out so much damage. But I think what this team does might be something I like a lot. I don't know. I'll probably stick with my main team still, but there might be a splash of Yasuo Ahri in the future, playing a little bit of top tier. You guys know how to be. But all in all, it was a really fun tournament. I'm happy that I went. Always like happy to have a good time chatting with the homies and playing a game I really like. There is a part of me that I'm like, oh, maybe I should just stop playing Street Fighter, like low key. Like, I don't like that game that much. Like, I like the game, but it's far from a favorite. Out of all the games that I play, it's my least favorite, but I still like it. But I mean, just to casually play, who cares? It doesn't matter if I'm a scrub. But I wouldn't mind spending some more time on 2x KO and like you're really optimizing my 2x gameplay so I can get the results that I want to a little bit more, so I can if I'm going to win, feel like I dominate in a more like conventional fashion, or yeah, just more of a dominant fashion, or you know, level up my game with this guy Taito. Like, honestly, all the games were a really fun time. I hopefully am looking for a chance to go and play some more games with these guys. Traditionally, bracket is run on Sunday, but I got lucky and they're like, oh, hey, we got a Saturday bracket, you should roll through. I'm like, all right, yeah, say the word, I'll be there. So I rolled through on a Saturday. Good times, good vibes, and I ended up winning my first 2x KO local. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. It was fun kind of chatting about this. If I get any more opportunities to do some local runs or some online tournaments or something of the like, I'll try my best to get some footage for you guys. Obviously, this was kind of a up in the air thing. I didn't really have anyone to film. I didn't have a lot of space on my phone. It just kind of was what it was. So I relegated myself to talking about these in the way that we did. All in all, it was fun. I had a great time playing with the homies. Until next time, just remember to keep on fighting and get ready for the next battle. I will see you guys later. Peace.